Welcome to the Boxing Bookie. We are back. It's good to be back. Got a good one for y'all today. Gonna get into a lot of stuff to get into. Mostly want to talk about how Tellez is not okay in life, guys. But everyone roll in. Sunday show. I'm gonna do 2 shows today. Because usually you guys don't roll out on Sunday shows. So I want to go live twice, give you guys I will talk about how gay Tellez is in both streams, because I think it's an important topic to discuss here. I do think it's important to touch on. That was ridiculous. It's my fault. I overrated Tellez. I overrated Rafferty a bit. I really thought Tellez and Rafferty would the cream would rise to the top, so to speak, and they would kind of dominate the fight. Obviously, neither of them did. All right, I'm going to let everyone roll in for just a minute. You guys roll in. I'll get started in just a minute. It's good to have everybody here. It's good to have all 3 of you people here. I don't know where y'all are at. Y'all come through. Albert Bell is fighting on August 30th in Toledo, Ohio. I'm not sure if it's on television or what, but that's the only boxing. Albert Bell against Keith Hunter. Albert Bell is now 32 years old, and he's never really got. I understand he's boring as hell. I get it all. I get it, but he really has never gotten a fight of note. He fought Dallas Prescott back in 2022. And he's never really gotten a fight. And I've always liked him. I get he's got no power. He's not entertaining to watch. But Albert Bell is not a bad fighter at all. Hopefully the zone picks that up. There's no boxing on TV. What are we gonna do now? That's okay because it's a college football Saturday. It's the first college football Saturday of the year, so I'm into that big time. But I gotta have my boxing. Guys, please like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe. Follow me all forms of social media. 3D Boxing, 3D Boxing Blog. Shout out to Adu. I had Johnny on last night on my late stream, my post-fight stream. And we talked about this. Shout out, Muscle. I know that was the only bet you made. You got that bet in Saturday morning. You hit that bet, and bang, you're off the rest of the weekend, chilling. Adu says, working overtime these weeks thanks to Tellez. I get you. Tellez cost me thousands of dollars yesterday. $4,000 or $5,000. I lost $2,200 yesterday because the only thing I had was 4 parlays. I at no point ever thought Tellez could lose. I really didn't. What up? What up, Bipolar? Tellez odds kept getting down, so I just kept adding him to parlays, only to lose to the weekend, though. The only thing I did was my 4 parlays. I hit 2 parlays. The other 2 parlays had Tellez in it. Tellez cost me thousands of dollars. I hit my goal this month and made some good money, so if there's no boxing this weekend, I'm okay with it. I got to make some money. I got to figure out this week. I did not. I was well on my way, and then last week came, and I thought there was no way Tellez was going to lose. I thought there was no way. If Tellez would have, I guess the judges were scoring Cordova's punches to get back in, get to the back of the head. I was so pissed after Tellez lost. I didn't even score the Cordova fight. I was watching it, but I was like half watching it, half not watching it, like not really caring. Because at that point it didn't matter. It seemed close and competitive to me, but I was not into it. I was not paying attention to it. I was just kind of looking at it, stewing in my misery over Tellez being super gay. Why was Tellez so gay in that fight? That was ridiculous. All right, guys, let me pay my bills first. I'm losing it here. Let me pay my bills. Guys, please like, share, and subscribe. Follow me all forms of social media, 3D Boxing blog. It is join the Patreon. Link is in the description. I gave you guys 4 locks, 2 of them hit, 2 of them missed. The week before I gave you 3 locks, all 3 of them hit. 1 fight away. One guy ruined 2 locks. I put him on 2 locks like an idiot. But do join the Patreon. Link is in the description. It's also in the ticker below. It's pinned in the chat. $5 a month gets you the absolute best gambling advice anywhere in the known boxing universe. Here's your lock of the week. It gets you asked to bookie anything. It gets you the absolute best gambling advice anywhere in the known boxing universe. $5 a month gets you the absolute best gambling advice anywhere in the known boxing universe. So do join the Patreon. It gets you the lock of the week. It gets you access to Discord, the live betting, the updated props. It gets you all that for just $5 a month. After you guys do that, you know where y'all need to go. Y'all need to head on over to carnivorebar.com. That's carnivorebar.com. It's the nutrition of a steak, the convenience of a bar. It's a meal in your pocket. It's the world's only high-fat grass-finished beef bar that replaces a meal while on the move and stores for years. Get your travel autonomy and freedom back. That's carnivorebar.com. carnivorebar.com. Make sure to use promo code BOXING at checkout to save 10%. That's promo code BOXING at checkout to save 10%. All right. So, interesting week last week. Interesting week. There's not much going on next week. And this week, I needed to win. I thought it was safe. I thought I didn't do anything stupid. I took easy layups. And then one of my layups got rejected big time. And Yoenis Tellez kind of screwed the whole boxing world. Everyone had that in his parlay. There were some people in here, actually. There was 1 or 2 guys in the chat that were like, no, Tellez could lose. I was like, he's not losing to Barrow. Like, that's not happening. Well, it happened. He's just 25. He'll be back, but clearly I overrated him. I should have went back. Really, I watched the J-Rock fight. And I watched the Liam Navarro fight. And he blew out Sergio Garcia. He just looked like he was top notch to me. Like he looked like he was well on his way. And he looked special to me. He really did. And then the Barrow fight, it's just Abbas Barrow. What's good about him? I don't get what's good about him. He barely beat Sam Eggington. He had a fight with Macaulay McCowan. I mean, but these are guys who Hugo Noriega. These are not guys who are supposed to be on the level of Tellez, and he struggled with these guys. I saw no stratosphere, in no universe could Barrow beat Tellez, and then it happened, and it cost me thousands of dollars because of Barrow. I'm not a rich man. I make a good living doing this, but I'm not a rich man. And that Tellez screwed me over. This is a tough way to make a living. I'll tell you guys that. All right, guys. Let me get back into this. Hey, Gary, does the Cuban style lead to a poor inside game? Yeah. Yeah, the Cuban style, it's not great on the inside. It's an amateur style. I don't mean that in a disrespectful way. I like Cuban fighters. And Laurie developed it later in his career, but they don't emphasize the inside game because in the amateurs, the inside game isn't as important. It's survive from the outside and score. Not that inside fighters can't do well in the amateurs. It's just a more pro style thing. And if I'm training you to fight 3-round fights, 9 minutes, 3-minute rounds, I'm not really wearing you down, breaking you down on the inside. This is an excellent question, Menke. So it's not really of the highest order, right? I never really had much of an inside game. I was long, and that's how I was taught to box. Use my length. 5'11", like I said yesterday on with Johnny. I was 5'11", 125 pounds, fighting at 119 when I graduated high school. You're fighting on the outside. I'm fighting off the back foot. I never really developed an inside game. It wasn't necessary, you know. At the pro level, it is, but at the amateur level, especially if you got height and length, you're not. That's not really what we're doing. You know, it's just not a part of what we're doing. I wasn't scoring either, just watching and see if anything wacky would happen. I tell you about the Cordova fight. Oh, wacky things happen. All your other parlays hit. Tellez was your only miss. Don't forget, we win with you more than we lose. I get it. But I put like an idiot. I put Tellez in 2 of my locks. So I gave you guys 4 locks. The first 2 hit. I'm like, okay, as long as Tellez and Rivera win, I'm good. And neither Tellez nor Rivera won. Extraordinary. Brando Light, what up, G? Too much too soon for Tellez, I guess. I hate that he lost, but it was a good fight. It was a good fight. It was. And Bro was better than I thought. And like in the Rafferty fight, I don't think Chamberlain's better than I thought he was. I think I miscalculated Rafferty, not Chamberlain. Rafferty, I completely overrated. And I think I overrated Tellez a bit, and I underrated Bro. That was a combination of both. In the Rafferty fight, I think I simply just overrated Rafferty. I thought Rafferty was I like the way he came forward. I like the way he marched you down behind the jab. And there was no movement from him. He was implementing his game plan. It was working for him, but he just couldn't capitalize on it. Rafferty had Chamberlain against the ropes for most of the fight, and he couldn't do anything with it. You know, it's like in a basketball game, if you're constantly getting layups and you just keep missing layups, it's like, I don't know what to tell you, bro. Like, if you can't make layups, you're going to lose. Rocket's in the house. You still the GOAT guy. I appreciate that. Rocket. You know who's not the GOAT? Yoenis Tellez is not the GOAT. That's who's not the GOAT. I missed the fights this weekend. Tellez really good. I thought it was close. I had it 6 rounds to 6, but I had him losing on my card because of the knockdown that came in the last 15 seconds. The judges had it a little wider. He lost. Tellez lost. Like, if you just watch the fight without scoring it, you're going to say Burrow won. If you watch the end score, you're going to say Burrow won. Like, so I haven't talked to anyone who thinks Tellez won the fight. I've seen people who had my card and wider. I gave as many rounds to Burrow. Maybe I'm being biased as possible. I thought early in the fight, people were giving Burrow rounds. He wasn't necessarily winning, and that's the discrepancy of the scorecard. You probably gave him 2 extra rounds if you gave it to him early. I didn't see it like that. I didn't see Burrow sweeping the early rounds. People 6-1 after 7. I didn't see it like that. 4-3 maybe. But it was a really good fight. It's not like Tellez didn't have any success. He did. He had great moments, right? He had Burrow in trouble. He had him hurt a couple of times, but he obviously got outworked. He got out hustled. He got outlanded. Burrow landed the better, cleaner shots. He just lost. Burrow was better, and that should not have been from a guy who I rated super high. I really thought Tellez was a special fighter. Good afternoon, Brandon. Yes, as well had parlays running strong. All of them hit except Tellez. I had a 7-leg, including Nikita Zoo KO, Sky KO, Miller by points. Was like a plus 1511, and then Tellez ruined it. I had a plus 900. That was ruined by a disqualification in the Crocker Donovan fight. I had a lot on Body and Rivera too. Kind of felt lucky with the Body win and Rivera. How'd you feel lucky? Like, you don't think Body won the fight? Yeah, I guess I didn't score the Rivera fight, so I'm not gonna cut. It looked close to me. Like it appeared to be a close fight to me. everyone was saying it was a robbery, it was a travesty. Okay, I didn't score it. I was still stinging, and I wasn't really even paying that close attention to the Cordova Rivera fight because I was so pissed off about how gay Tellez was that I couldn't. I wasn't into it. Like I wasn't focusing on it. Tellez caused many of us thousands. Heard the Chamberlain Rafferty fight was a bullshit draw. No, actually, I did a poll on this. Go check my afternoon live stream yesterday. I took a poll on it. There was 31 total votes. Of the 31 total votes, 10 of them said that Rafferty won, 10 said Chamberlain won, and 11 said it was a draw. So the poll was as close as possible. I had Chamberlain winning, and I had through 10, and I had him winning through 9, 6-3, and Chamberlain swept the last 3 rounds of my card. No, that was I think a draw was probably the right decision there. It was very, very close, I thought. I had people in my Discord, though, telling me that Chamberlain was walking away with it, which I did not see at all. Yes, Dot dropped the last round. Yo, Gary, where do you do your review videos? Can you tell us which fights you base the film study on? I do it. You can check my channel, Mankey. Go in my channel, check videos, and I have a breakdown for every fight. Every big fight I got a breakdown for. Bipolar says, I bet Chamberlain, but I was cool with the draw. Both guys were landing bombs. A lot of close rounds. It was very close. I don't like the way that Chamberlain fought. I'm the guy that lands the harder shots. I think like if we both land the same amount of shots, and I hit you, with frozen ropes, and you hit me with pitter-patter shots, and we land roughly the same amount of shots, I'm winning, in my opinion. I'm being more effective. My aggression is more effective. And that's subjective, and I can disagree with people on that, but that's how I score fights. How about we get the squad together and we all go jump to let kick his ass? Yeah, I'm down. I just want to beat his ass and tell him to give my money back. I bet on you. Tellez a certified. He's only 25. I'm not going to write him off. Although with these Cubans, we never really know how old they are. I cleaned up on the Sky KO. A lot of y'all did. Congrats to y'all. I was too stupid to take the Sky KO, but extraordinary. Sky. European puts B on Amaro bum. I had my first son a few days ago, Gary. Future world. There you go. Shout out to the real. Congratulations. There's nothing better than being a father. Being a father is an amazing blessing. It really is the greatest thing in the world. Shout out to you, Real. Congratulations on that. Enjoy your son. And have him be a sub. Have him sub to the channel. No, I'm joking. Congrats, Real. There's nothing in the world better than being a father. Congrats to that. Yo, what up? What up, Way? Bipolar says, I feel Bonnie was losing a decision when he got the KO. I'm utterly confused. Are we talking about the same fight? Body won a unanimous decision. He dropped Gutierrez in the middle round, 6th round maybe. But Lucas Body won a decision, a wide, a unanimous decision, like 117, 111 type decision, 116. Well, yeah, it's in the knock it down in. Like he won wide. I'm confused. Body didn't get a KO. He won a decision. Rivera versus Cordova was crazy. One of the dirtiest fights ever, but so entertaining. I mean, when you review the big fight, can you say shout out, Monkey. Yeah, I can do that for sure. That's a good tip. Yeah, I like that. I can do that for sure. 100%. Tellez, still young. Hopefully this loss makes him better. We shall see. Have you ever noticed Tellez and Morel, the odds are too wide for them? Morel. I thought the odds were wide on Tellez, but I thought Tellez was it was easy money. I thought like he's not going to lose. Yes, the odds are wide. We'll parlay it. We'll parlay with Wiley. We'll parlay with a just didn't happen. If he was with Adam Booth, still he would have lost. He didn't factor that in. G. Sounds like he meant. Oh, Jack Turner. Oh. I told you guys, Turner got the knockout. Turner was up on the cards, though, right? I told you guys, I was not betting on that. Whenever you fight an undefeated Argentinian guy, I'm out. I'm out. I'm out. Those guys scare me as a gambler. I'm out. I think Walsh might make Vargas look like a retard in their fight. Not too big on Vargas, but not sure why they gave him this fight when he's only fought cab drivers and factory workers. He means he felt body was losing at the time the knockdown happened. Okay. I got you. The draw trend we are going through is a conspiracy. Guys, let's talk about this. Let's talk about this. I was talking to, I don't know if 79's in the chat. 79 in the chat, what up? We were talking about these Canelo fights, and there's so many Canelo fights where the opponent, Jamal Charlo, William Skull, they just don't show up and fight. And Canelo gets a knockdown and wins a decision over and over again in a fight that the other guy just didn't show up. It's interesting. It's interesting. That's all I'm going to say is that's something that's interesting. Interesting. The draw trend. It's interesting. It's quite interesting. Huh? It's a lot of draws. There's a lot of draws. I'm not a guy that really believes in coincidences. I don't really think anything is a coincidence. Like, I'm just not a person that thinks things are coincidences. We can get into a million conspiracies. I'm like, that's not a conspiracy theory. Like, here's the evidence for this. I think there's a reason why things happen, and it's not a coincidence. Yeah, this is the year of the draw. I might have to bet my house on Canelo, but to be honest, let's go Canelo, baby. Let's go. I'm gonna break that video down for you guys soon. But yeah, let's bet the house on Bud. Thanks, Mankey. That was it. I'm an idiot. It's all good, man. It's all good. Do you think Mick Conlon is a good bet? Yeah, I do. I'm gonna drop that video soon. I think he's a good bet. I do. I would take Conlon. I watched all the tape on it last night. I had a busy day. Did my Mets end up blowing the game? Let me check. Yep, the Mets blew the game again. Extraordinary. Extraordinary. So, blew another early lead. They reanimated corpse of Mike Conlon. I think he wins. I was watching his opponent. It's not good. 79 is the ultimate conspiracy theorist. He has a point on the draw that's been happening. Really is a conspiracy, or is it just a lot of close fights happening this year? I'm going with that. It's possible. Omar Trinidad, not a draw. Again, I'm not going to comment on the Cordova fight because I wasn't scoring it. Y'all are telling me that's not a draw. Pacquiao, draw. Okay, fine. So, I mean, it's just draw after draw after draw. Maybe. I don't have any evidence of this. But I also don't believe anything that I'm told. So, I got to weigh both sides of this. Guys, please like, share, and subscribe. Please smash the like button. Subscribe if y'all have not already. Smash that like button. Subscribe. Appreciate everybody. Have you seen Mark Dickinson fight? Mark Dickinson. It's got to be a matchroom fighter with a name like that. Dickinson, Mark Dickinson. Mark Dickinson. I feel like I know that name, but I cannot place it. I don't know. I'm assuming he's British, correct? Gary, heard you were buying Tank versus Jake front row tickets. Yes, I will be there, front row. I did bet on Rivera versus Cordova. I thought Rivera clearly won the knockdown, clearly won with the knockdown, and the point deduction. David Allen's The White Rhinos YouTube channel is always worth a listen with any British fight preview. Shout out Adu. Hang on. Let me find this real quick. This. Okay, hang on. Dave Allen White Rhino YouTube. Let's find this. Always looking to increase my knowledge. So you're telling me David Allen White, right? This is the channel right here? He does fight breakdowns? All right. Shout out to the White Rhino. He got +1 subscriber. Well done. I'm going to message him. Do you think he'll come on? I'm going to try to get him to come on the channel. Shout out to him. For a British fight. I'm going to try to get him to come on. The weird part of the recent draws, it seems that A side has been the one getting screwed. Usually it's the other way around. Agreed. No, I agree. That's what makes it so interesting. Like, I agree. But, maybe it's not a fix by the promoter. Maybe it's a fix by the casinos. Right? Like, I said this about, I don't want to get into it. Hang on. All right, we're gonna get more into this, and we're gonna recap and pre-cap next week. I'm gonna have a second show today. The Robinson Conceição fight, the one in Newark, New Jersey. I said that's not fixed by the promoter. That's fixed by the casinos. All of the money came in on Oshaki. All of it. Oshaki by decision. So you get Conceição by decision. Yes, extraordinary. In a fight that nobody thought he won. The Tiger Promotion has a card on September 4th. Don't know if it will broadcast in the U.S. Yeah, I know they do. And I may go there too, by the way. I love Montreal. I may go there. So I'll let you guys know. Dave's a bit of an idiot. Him and Johnny Fisher are like Dumb and Dumber. I'm going to check it out. Dixon fought Kazuto in round 1 of the matchroom middleweight contention. I know the name. I know. I can't think of him. I'll go watch some tape on him. He's got something coming up. David Allen is a funny dude. Well, he's got +1 subscriber. He's got one new sub. Osley's Iglesias to beat Shiskin. Yes. Yes. Iglesias and Shiskin. I would probably take Iglesias, but I'll do a full breakdown on that. Is it just me, or has the British boxing been not very good this year, especially? You realize the only current British champion is Nick Ball. All the others lost their belt. I believe this is indeed true. Gary, Dave streams every so often, a lot lately. Send him a super chat or email him. Do you know how to find his email? Let me check his channel. Does he have it? I got rid of it. Hang on. Do they have any information here? More? View email. I got White Rhino Boxing at Outlook.com. I got it. White Rhino Boxing at Outlook.com. I believe that's it. No, he's not annoying. A novelty act for plebs. If you want inevitable car crash and he's got depressed and degenerately gambling on horses because he lost, then you just encourage it. Troy Williams is watched. What do you think? I don't think he's any good. I don't know that he's watched. I just don't think he's any good. There may be a fight talked in for that Fanzun Vito Melanicki. I'm gonna be bet against that mouth breather for sure. Vito's a good kid. His dad's a scumbag. All right, guys, I'm gonna wrap this. I'm gonna come back later tonight, guys. If you have any last minute questions, comments, thoughts, super chats, leave them for me now or forever hold your peace. I'm gonna be live again. In about 3-4 hours. I'm detoxing with herbs, and I'm autistic, but I can speak. But the brain body. Okay, so I have severe ADHD, Rambo, and I'm glad you brought this up. And both of my boys are nonverbal autistic. Here's what I would say to do. Detoxing with herbs is fine. I would say change your diet to this. Meat and water. Just try it. The carnivore diet and a keto diet itself, but a carnivore diet is just an extreme version of a keto diet, is proven to lower inflammation. Autism is brain inflammation. It's what it is, right? Where do you get, how could you get brain inflammation? What causes inflammation? Heavy metals. What's in vaccines? Heavy metals. This is why they took lead out of paint, because paint chips, kids were eating paint chips, which caused brain inflammation. They took it out of paint. I'm Italian. Yeah, I got to. I got you real fortunate about that. I appreciate it. Just try it. Go keto. And then go carnivore. Get the carbs, get the sugar out of your diet. Try it for 2 months. Tell me you don't feel way better. Tell me your energy levels aren't better. Your mental clarity isn't better. All of it. I have severe ADHD. I could barely function. My ADHD was so bad. Both of my kids are nonverbal autistic. We've all had tremendous improvements by switching to the carnivore diet. Keto diet, carnivore diet. Give it a shot, Rambler. I'm being serious. All right, guys. I'm going to wrap this up. I will be live again tomorrow. I'll be live again tonight. I'll be live again in just a few hours. About 7 o'clock Eastern time. 8 o'clock Eastern time. But I'm going to end now. Appreciate y'all. It is August 24th, 2025 from Texas to the world. Thank y'all. And God bless. Wait, I want to read it. In the U.S. Navy, they replaced old lead paint on ships to some shit environmental paint. All the other countries use lead paint. I'm former Navy. All right, yeah. I have no comment on that. I don't know. All right, y'all. Gotta go. All right. August 24th, 2025 from Texas to the world. Thank y'all, and God bless.
Don't miss a tweet, post, story, or video. 3D Boxing is on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Hit the subscribe button now to stay inside the ring.